Hey, Golfaholics. We are really happy to be back here at Boyne Highlands. We're at the Country Club of Boyne, right on the deck here, right off the restaurant. You can see the 18th hole of one of the golf course in our background. Talk with Josh Richter. Josh, great to have you back on Back Nine Report.
Thanks, Fred. Appreciate you having me.
So you're kind of in a new position, and you're kind of like one of the big boss men here now.
Well, yeah, in a new position since last spring, but it's been a great journey so far, and it's really about just me having the opportunity to drive, if you will. But I work with an extraordinary group of people, and that's really what makes the whole deal go, and that's what really fills my bucket every day to help them be successful at and doing things like what we see behind us, beautiful golf courses.
I know you guys have been doing some major renovations and changes to the Moore course, to the Ross course, to some of the other courses. You're building a new 9-hole par 3. And that's not all you got going on. You got a lot of stuff going on.
We sure do. Starting here at the Highlands where we are today, we redid all the bunkers, greenside on Arthur Hill's course, and then a handful of them on the fairway bunkers, which was pretty meaningful. Additionally, we've done a bunch of pump house infrastructure upgrades, which helps with our Forever project and sustainability, being efficient, putting water where you want it to, the right amount of water where you want it to. So that's been really fantastic to do. We've added the PACE GPS system. We did the Highlands and Bay Harbor Golf Club last spring, completed this year with the Alpine, the Monument, and Crooked Tree Golf Club. So those things really enhance the golfer experience on a day-to-day and really a hole-to-hole and a shot-to-shot perspective. That's been great fun. Moving to Bay Harbor Golf Club, we did some selective tree removal based on a master plan to reestablish some of the sight lines and again, the turf and the playability that when we built it in 96, 97, those trees weren't there. Now they're there and in the way and not, the original architecture. And that'll be a common theme we'll talk about as we continue today. But links number 3 was a big spot. Quarry number 3 was another big spot. And those improvements, although maybe not everybody notices, like they did something, it's much more fun to play the hole now because you can see stuff that you couldn't see previously.
When I was here last year, you still had some of the holes tore up on the Ross, and we're still doing some work there, and that's all done, and the Ross is back 100%.
Yeah, exactly. And, as we go through today and do some interviews, I didn't want to steal all the thunder, but, the Ross golf course renovations led by Bernie, as we talked about before, started a couple of years ago with hole number 1, which has really grown in and matured and looking exactly the part we were going for. But then subsequently, we did hole 15, which may now be the most dramatic hole here at the Highlands. But additionally, we did hole 13 last fall, and then we did some work to hole number 2, more subtle but very meaningful this spring. And then number 16 we just completed in the recent weeks, and look forward to opening that hole shortly in the next month or so. And it's just, we wanted to get the holes right. And we didn't have necessarily the resources in 90 to get them right, and we do now. And we think we have, and it's really, really exciting times here on the Donald Ross Memorial among the courses.
Of all the times I've been up here, I had never really played the Moore course until the last time I was here, and it's become one of my favorites up here. The new green surrounds and the things that you've done over there, I for the average golfer, it's a wonderful golf course to play.
No question. All those subtle, again, changes, the new mowing patterns, giving yourself the opportunity. We talk about a little bit wider and a little bit bigger is one thing, but having the chance to, around the green complexes, use a putter, use a 7-iron, not just be stuck in the 2.25-inch rough.
60-degree lofted up.
Yeah, and you're forced into having to use a lofted club, so you get to be more creative. Some of us who might not chip it as well, have the opportunity to put a putter on it and control it, keep the ball on the ground. And that's a big deal, really, because, again, it's supposed to be fun. And fun, playable, good turf conditions is what's the guide behind the things we're doing. And, as we head south here, talking about golf courses and things, we applied some of the same principles to the Alpine this spring, and look forward to having you see that as well. That has really came out great. And over time, as it continues to mature a little bit with these new patterns, it'll only get better.
Yeah, I was just talking to someone who played the Alpine and got to see that, and they were really very impressed with it. It's very good. Should mention that right here at the Highlands, there's 4 golf courses here. And then over at the mountain, there's 2 wonderful golf courses there. And then you've got the Bay Harbor Club, of course. You've got Crooked Tree up on the hill above Bay Harbor. And so there's a little bit of a golf experience for everybody here. If you don't like one course, you can go to one of the other ones and you're sure to like it.
Yeah, no question. We're one of having 10 golf courses is wonderful. We're so lucky. We pinch ourselves all the time, but the variety, like you nailed it. Another pillar we talk about quite often is making sure the golf courses play similar. Green speeds are consistent, height of cuts are consistent,
And maintenance is always A++.
Thank you, appreciate that. It's just really important for us to not to whenever you play any of our golf courses, that you know that you're going to get a prime conditioned golf course no matter what, and they all play great. And I love the Alpine. Some people love the Monument. Fantastic. And again, we go back to we're developing master plans. We haven't talked about the Monument a great deal yet, but we're working with architect Richter to develop a master plan there this spring, winter/spring. We were able to execute the first step of that, which is some selective tree removal. And again, in '84, when it was built, those trees weren't in the way. They are now. So we restored a lot of the playability that was there back in the middle '80s when that course was built, and we're going to continue to execute on that over time.
Anything else you want to touch base on before we let you get back on with your day?
No, I guess I just add one more thing. We talked about the pump houses here at the Highlands, and our forever project to be more sustainable and to be carbon neutral. We've executed similar steps at Bay Harbor Golf Club as well as Boyne Mountain, and we're just we want to be stewards of this great place we're in here. So we're going to continue to build on stuff like that to make sure that we're responsible and sustainable, as well as producing these beautiful products like behind us.
Well, Boyne resorts, there are 3 resorts here between Petoskey and Boyne Mountain and up here at the Highlands. And it's just a Class A place. I mean, you can't find anything any better. Accommodations are fantastic. We talk about all the golf courses. My favorite place up here is the Beach House Restaurant.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The Beach House Restaurant, we talked about Bay Harbor, the clubhouse there afterward.
Yeah.
Where we're standing over at the 19th tee at the Heather. We have some great places for before, during, and after your round to enjoy yourself as well. So we know it's all part of that overall experience that's important when you come play golf.
Josh, thanks so much for taking a few minutes chatting with us.
Thanks, Fred. Appreciate you being here.